I'm not camera ready, but I just wanted to share this. Excuse me. And I'm just discovering my niche, the coaching that I'm going to do, and I'm just sort of evaluating what I am sharing and really like what my purpose is. So this might resonate with you. It might be something that you just need to hear. Something that I just came up with was this idea of just this misalignment. Anything like anxiety, depression, the girls that I'm working with will suffer from these symptoms, okay? And what that really is telling us is that our monkey mind wants to control certain things in the environment, certain stimuli, certain things that are happening. We want to control it with our monkey mind. And when we are feeling these emotions like anxiety, I'm going to explain it with the rubber band effect. The rubber band effect is, let's say the center, the rubber band is nice and loose and it's comfortable and it's free and it can move if it wants to. So that elastic band is really in the center. That is your full alignment. That's when monkey mind and higher self are in alignment, heart center, right? And when things happen, we become a little scared and we sort of start going into these shadow parts of ourselves, right? Which are fearful, worrying, stress, whatever it is, whatever the situation is that's making you think that you are separate, that it's all about survival because someone's kicked you into that survival state because of your biological, your neurons and your nervous system. They are now saying, okay, we need to hide. We need to go in to this hiding spot of shadow darkness, but it doesn't feel great. Out in this space, it's not feeling great because you're not in that blissful alignment with your true higher self. You're in these feelings that are now telling you you are not aligned. That's what the feelings are. Think of the difference between being scared and being stressed. Being scared, you know, someone scares you like this and you're like, oh my god, feelings gone. Okay, the suffering, the anxiety, the depression happens when you're still in that state and you're like, I'm just going to stay here right now because I'm so scared. And it's like we freeze and we may move a little bit around, like we're trying to find this like ease again. We're trying to find this ease in this rubber band, but we're like stuck here because we think that now it feels, we've stayed there too long, right? Once we stay there too long, it gets comfortable, it gets familiar, and it thinks, monkey mind's like, this is safe now. We're not dying right now. So I'm just going to stay here until something in the environment or in our experience pushes us out, back out again. Something really like your higher self is like, she's not moving. We need to knock her back. So we go even further into this shadow and this darkness, and this might mean that, you know, something really bad happens with your health, with your family, whatever it is, to give you this wake up, like, come on. And it's this, we can't just pull you back into this place. It needs to be, you're already in a fear-based mind, so we need to ricochet you back in, because when this rubber band expands, the faster or the further you're expanding, the quicker it is to get back in there. So something really has to jolt you into that place to get you back into alignment. And you may not be fully there. You may be like nearly there. In my case, in my experience, I had a time when, and I'm thinking of a specific time where I had my full Kundalini alignment awakening, and it's this rubber band. This is how I can explain it. I was in this anxiety, in this depression state, and it felt so comfortable, and it was a slow over many years, and it got to this comfortable state, and it just got to the point of, you know, really dark thoughts that then it was like, what? And literally, like, that's all I could say is like, wow, what? When I had that realization that I'd been in this place for so long, and really I'm actually, and this is who I am, I am love, I am light, I am not just me, I am everybody, right? We are all connected on a quantum level. And I saw everything I needed to see. I can't explain what I saw, but I saw a lot. I saw source. I saw source is the best way that I can describe that. And once I got back into that state, I was like, I can't go back there now. This is my truth. Okay, I thank you. I was just so grateful because I was back home. And obviously life pulls this elastic band out again and back in and back out, and that is how we experience life. That is just the nature of it. It's not that we're there all the time, but that is the truth of it. The truth is this, and the experience of life and the lessons that we come here to experience is this elastic band, because the emotions are like this. Like, imagine the feeling of an emotion, and it makes you, it kind of, obviously some of them expand you, some of them make you feel small, but the change of the quantum, and this change, it's not a rubber band, obviously, it's way more, I don't know, complex than that, but just the experience is the changing. We're always changing, and if you don't feel like things are changing, or that you're feeling super comfortable, or something is familiar but you're not feeling right, your gut's telling you this, you're getting ill, things are happening, like low quality of health or low quality of relationships, low quality of anything, it's telling you you've got into that safe zone thinking this is safe and this is okay. But it's actually increasing your morality, because you're in this faded away from your true life force and source, which is in that center. And this is when things start happening, like illnesses or whatever it may be, because you think, but this is safe, but this is all I've known. And that's telling you that there is more to you than you can know right now. And it's a process of remembering who you are. It's a process of remembering what your truth is, and feeling that truth. You know, when you feel like happiness is our default natural state, and it's not that that's good and the others are bad. Not at all. They are all valid and all important, and the anxiety that we feel and the depression that we feel is so important, because it is telling us that we are not in alignment with our truth. The monkey mind's fed this illusion of safety. It's an illusion though, because safety is in alignment with the source, with the universe, with whatever you think or whatever you can feel is true for you. Words are very limiting, but it's just telling you you've stayed in there for too long now. Come on, let those feelings go, let that situation go, let that circumstance, let your whole being and your identity go, reshape it. Because obviously the more we're stuck away from the source, the more solid we become in that identity of that reality, which is one tiny little slither of the infinite possibilities of you, of source, of creator or creatress. That is you. And it's okay. Yeah, it feels so uncomfortable going back to change, but change is life. And hopefully that gives you a little bit of relief, actually, that, okay, when I feel like nervous, or if I feel, because you're still feeling these emotions of like fear, because things are changing and things are so not familiar, but the process is getting comfortable with that change and understanding that no matter where you are actually safe. But you know, the true source of safety is in that alignment space. And like I say, when you feel scared, and then just remember, okay, back to letting that go and back to alignment again. And the resilience of that is a happy life, because you are more in alignment with who you are. And that's what happiness is. Happiness is not without fear or without shame or without guilt. Happiness is the resilience to coming back to your true self. That is happiness. That is what I'm coaching with my kids. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you so much for listening, and much love.